Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Westby. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC. Well, you know what? It's the middle of October. That means some racing going on. It's the Coulee Conference cross-country meet here at the Westby facility. A little bit of a change. It was supposed to be at Maple Grove, but the venue, well, they had some scheduling conflicts, I guess, the best way to put that one. And so Justin Stockstone, the coach, alumni here from Westby, who is now the head coach for the West Salem Panthers, and Brian Hebner got together and said, well, let's flip-flop the two meets this year to next year and vice versa. And so that's what's going on. And that's why we're here today at Westby. When we take a look at things, behind me you see what I call Tent City. As the teams come across here, they set up their tents and they get themselves ready. They've been here probably at least 45 minutes now. Around 10:30, it's going to be the national anthem. But they get set up, they walk the course. Some people do a little jogging. They get themselves ready to go here for this big meet. The boys will run first, the girls second here today. We look forward to all of this great action. It's a beautiful day. It's on the cooler side, but if you're a runner, that's something that you'll appreciate. A little breezy as well. That's something they'll have to contend with, along with the long sloping hillsides here on the Westby course. Well, stay tuned. We're going to have the races coming up, the national anthem, all kinds of action here in Westby. We'll see you right back here. Let's take a look at those great sponsors helping to support today's cross-country meet. Well, back we come here, Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC. As you can see from the distance, we're up here in the, probably about a couple hundred yards away, the start, and they're down to around 15 seconds as official Tim Lee ready to start them. Let's listen in. And the race begins. They'll come along here. And we are going to see some really good running, some excellent competitors here. The key, of course, as they hit this first short hill, it's about a 15 to 20 yard hill. And you see the crowd. We got a great venue here. A number of people around. And they're going to head around, and we're going to make a quick little move. Well, we're going to pan back a little bit. Tanner Gibbons riding the bike. He is the lead guy, and it depends on how fast everybody's doing. That's how fast he's going to ride his bike. He is the lead. West Salem out in front as we see the runners now taking the long hillside. Tell you what, this is not an easy course by any means. A very high quality course. I think your true competitor when it comes to cross country, this is what it's all about. The runners continue on. Some of the Norsemen, some of the younger guys, they'll try to work their way up into that pack, overall pack. And we're going to spin around here, and you're going to see from the distance here, let's see what we can come up with. There's our hill, and right below there they are. West Salem, probably the favorite here, both boys and girls today. And again, what did they say, a 5,000 meter? I hope I'm right on that. I'm going to check my notes again. They changed things up for the girls. Everybody runs the same race now. Girls will follow. And there you can see them along the skyline. Some pretty good strides going on there with everybody. They're going to loop around, and they'll come back through here one more time. And before they finish the race, we'll take a little break here, maybe take a look at those sponsors, and we'll pick back up on the guys in just a moment. Well, running straight across here on that far side, I don't know if you guys, folks can see this, but you can see, I believe, the runners. I just saw Tanner Gibbons on his bike leading the way. There's a couple of girls, fans going over to cheer on the runners. More of the pack now coming along. Eventually they will come out here in the open and disappear on us. They'll come over here where we see the folks on, I call this a little peninsula. They'll come around this, make another little mini loop, I guess you could say. Some of the fans also coming through. Yeah, I'll tell you what, cross country is, that's kind of a crazy sport, right? You got to be fast and have a lot of stamina. Teams will look to come through. There is Tanner on the bike, and here comes our runners from across the way. Boy, a nice stride. There's a couple of, I wonder if those are teammates there running out in front. There's a couple of Westby Norsemen up there in the pack. By the way, just as a FYI, the first 7 runners coming across are first team all conference, then the next 7, second team, and then the following 7, your third set of 7, are honorable mention. So honors there for the conference besides the team and such. Again, doing their job, coming along quite well. Sometimes the train gets a little long, I guess is what I would call it, as the runners kind of break free. Here comes Givens, and they're going to make their run. This is their other little loop here now. Tell you what, yeah, those two are really running as a team, aren't they? There comes more of the runners up the hill. And the fans clapping, encouraging them all the way. That's what's special about this. They'll work their way back around one more time. More of our runners heading up. Again, this little hill here, this is a killer. You really have to be on top of things. We're going to swing around here and take a look at the 2 leaders once again. Look at this. They doing a great job. They've probably got about a, what would that be? About a 50-yard lead right now on the number 3 Westby Norseman runner. Pretty good pace going along right now. Here comes more. These guys are running in a nice little pack. And they'll try to close the gap a little bit. Again, just a great day today here. A little cool, but, you know, they're running, and they'd rather have it a little cool than too warm. Here goes another Norseman. Well, we're going to head to the finish line now, and we'll pick up on the finish. Let's take a look at those sponsors and then get ourselves ready for a fantastic 1-2 punch, it looks like, coming up. Well, here we come on the finish line. Look at this. In fact, breaking away easily from the crowd. West Salem will have number 1, and it looks like Arcadia going to be number 2. Well, I tell you what, that was a great race by those two guys. They worked together for a while, and then all of a sudden they took things and
I'm here to help.
Took things and ran with it, huh? Boy, what a great job there. Now we'll wait and see as we got another runner coming in.
Let's go, Taylor!
Boy, this is going to be a good race. And it's going to be West Salem, Westby, and Westby back to back on that. Great job by the guys as they hustled through. Looks like another West Salem Panther coming in. And now GT, followed by the Panthers. And GT, boy, they're rolling along. Fantastic finish here for the guys. Arcadia. Now a Viroqua runner coming across here.
Spectators, please stay behind the white line of the cones.
There is Westby. That was Sherry. Always a tough one here coming down the finish because you want to get that push. You got to hit the line. And you just finished running a 5K race, giving it everything you got. Here comes another good finish. Norseman hosting, and Viroqua. Well, a nice job here on the boys' side. It kind of looks like, just from my observation, and it's just clearly an observation, that West Salem had some top finishers. They might be the team. They are the team to beat, from what I'm being told here. I think they're probably going to be sure to win that conference title, looks like. There was Dustin coming across for the Norseman. All right, well, a couple more runners here, and that's going to take care of things. There might be one or two. There are a couple more way back. Here comes a little pack of runners together. They continue to come up that hill. They got to hit that short hill 3 times. That's not easy, folks. I tell you what, that'll burn your legs a little bit. Comes some Luther Knight runners. And that's where we're going to call her here, with runners finishing up here on this boys' side of the Coulee Conference race, as we see 3 more coming in. Congratulations to the guys. We'll have our final results here following this race. We'll show you our top 21 here today. Stay tuned. Let's take a look at those sponsors, and we're going to have our girls race coming up here in just a little bit. Welcome back to the 2021 Coulee Conference cross-country meet as the girls get themselves set. Teams are lined up. The gun is up. And the countdown begins, and here we go. The race underway as they come our direction, and they're going to hit this hill. We actually kind of switch things up a little bit. You'll be able to see firsthand what it's like. Again, West Salem, the team maybe the favorite. Let's take a look. It's West Salem out in front here, next to us. And there they go. They'll circle around. And we will follow them in just a little bit. We'll cut across. Take a look here, folks, as there goes Tanner Gibbons. And I tell you what, that gap is still pretty close here as the ladies moving up the hillside. We're going to follow them here a little bit. Couple of things again, running one as a pack when it comes to the team. Not only as a pack, but then you want to be in the upper half of that pack. You want to make sure you can pick up the points and the placement, so to speak. The more you can stay together in that upper half, obviously the better off you're going to be as a team. I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit here. Following along. They'll make the little turn. Again, the string of runners. This, the sloping hillside that they go up on, tell you what, that is a cruncher. It really is. When you stop and think about that, it's probably a good 300, 400 yards easily. And that'll get your legs moving, heat them up a little bit. There you can see across the skyline as they continue on. So the race in the first quarter moving along at a pretty good pace. We're going to switch our position a little bit and see if we can shoot across the gap here and take a look at the runners from across the way. Well, looking way across, we can just barely see the runners kind of making their move. There's a softball fence. If you can see through that fence, you can kind of see in that background as the runners. Now the distance has been kind of spread out a little bit as that long train of runners, they start to kind of get their own pace as they settle in. And they'll be coming around another bend here. And again, 5K, they run the same distance as the guys. That was changed a few years ago. Kind of make it equal opportunity, I guess, right? That's kind of the thought. Well, we'll take another quick break here. We're going to go over to another angle as we'll watch the runners come around our peninsula. Well, I just took a look here, and there comes our lead biker in Tanner Gibbons. That means here's runner number one coming by, and two not that far behind. But I tell you what, when I say not that far behind, but that gap that's going to be tough to catch up to. If the lead runner can keep that kind of pace. That's terrific. They continue on and they'll circle around. They're going to come back and attack the hill another time, this short hill. And we'll try and we're going to change this a little bit. Hopefully we'll get a good look as the runners continue on here. Again, a lot of admiration for cross-country runners, and especially on this course. This course will host the Division III sectional coming up next Saturday. We'll be here once again. Hope you can join us. We'll have it on as soon as possible. The lead runner on that loop coming up, and you can kind of make out Tanner here on the bike leading the way. The runner here, I tell you what, and we don't have the names of the runners, so we'll get those names at the end for you, show you who is out in front. Boy, what a terrific job she is doing right now. There she is. Watch him hit this hill, and it's that slows you down a little bit, folks. Let me tell you, I'd hate to guess what that angle is, but it's steep. You gotta pump those arms and kind of lean into it a little bit. You see the runners putting their head down. Good determination right there. A number of them hitting this. We're going to swing around as they're going to be coming up behind us. We're going to move the camera now. So bear with me just for a moment as we swing around and take a look. Here is our lead runner once again. Second time up our long sloping hillside. And that is an excellent pace, let me tell you. Here comes our next three runners. They continue to move along. There's Justin Stockstone, the head coach for the West Salem Panthers, as he goes along the course to encourage the kids. That makes total sense, to be honest with you. A lot of the fans, parents there, of course, cheering them on. Grandparents are here. A great effort going on right now here from the Coulee Conference 2021 cross-country meet. It's the women's side. And we are having an excellent viewpoint here with these runners. Again, they'll move along at the top you can see along the skyline in that distance. Boy, I tell you what, that's quite a sight from here as you watch them running along that skyline, knowing that they're probably, what, 2/3 of the way through when you're back up on top again. They'll have their work cut out for them. All right, we're going to move back to the finish line and see if we can get our position again. Well, taking a look, there's more of our girls going along, moving along here with this 2021 cross-country race. Todd and Tim are officials coming back here to the finish line as they get themselves set. I'll tell you what, there's going to be quite a string here, quite a gap from number one to near the end from the looks of things. Then we'll get ourselves positioned up here. Well, here we come with the finish line as Tanner Gibbons comes up the hill. He is going to slide off to the side, and we're going to watch the runners coming in, changing up the angle a little bit here. Let's see how this view will look. This is West Salem. Nice run there for the young lady as she will be the Coulee Conference champion. So great job there. And West Salem, a 1-2 finish. How about that? GT coming in, number 3. Here's Westby. Nice run for the Norseman. Coming in, number 4. That's a number 1 in the conference. 5 and 6.
That kid's got the right idea.
So the top 7 are your first team all conference. Now we're going to get a race coming up right here. Look at this.
Spectators, please stay behind the white line. Stay behind the cones.
Here comes Westby. Nice finish there.
Way to go, Delilah!
Stay on your feet and keep moving.
Well, I tell you what, good run by these guys as they come across. There's GT. West Salem trying to work hard as they'll finish back to back, one just nipping the GT runner. You never know how important that will be in the team race. Here comes Arcadia. And a little bit of a gap with GT. Scooting across here, along with Viroqua. GT trying to make a push, and she'll get the nod. Here comes Westby again. They're going to have a couple finishers back to back. That's tough. That's what you like to see. Luther. Here comes the Norseman again right at the end.
Stay on your feet and keep moving.
Westby running with a nice little grouping there. Just how high up in the conference setting will they be? That's going to be the question. Continuing on here comes West Salem. Boy, nice back-to-back there. Some good numbers. 64 runners, I believe they said, here on the girls' side. There were 93, if I remember right. 90-something anyways on the boys' side. So really get some great competition. Next week it'll be even more so with sectionals. We'll have a whole bunch of teams coming in. That'll be a wild and woolly race, as they say, right? GT and Black River Falls.
Nice strong finish.
Here comes Black River again. Well, we'll finish up on this, taking a look at the runners as they come across here in this 2021 Coulee Conference meet. Stay tuned. We are planning to have the awards ceremony coming up here in just a couple moments after this, and we're going to try and get a chat with Brian Hebner and maybe Justin Stockstone, kind of see how their assessment of today and how things are looking for their upcoming respective sectionals. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Keep walking. Stay moving. Nice job. Keep jogging to the finish line. All right, stay upright. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Keep walking through. All the way through. Stay on your feet and keep moving. All right, walk it through. Moving. There you go. All the way there. Walk it through. Walk it through. Hey, nice finish. That way. All right, walk it through. Walk it and jog it. There you go. Walk it and keep jog. Moving through. All right, nice job. Walk it through. Walk it through. Good job, Jules, all the way through. Stay on your feet and keep walking through. Jog it or walk it. We'll make it.
Congratulations to all of you today for the efforts that you put forth. A few years ago at the conference banquet, the cross-country coaches talked about creating a new award, and we called it the Sportsmanship Award, although we were talking this morning. It's maybe more the Spirit of the Sport Award or Spirit of Cross Country Award. But all of your coaches have nominated one boy and one girl from all 7 schools, and so right now we're going to honor them. And so as I say these names, both the male and female recipient, if you'd come down here, and I'm going to read to you a little blurb that the coaches wrote about each of those individuals. And then we'll go into our individual awards for the boys race, team awards for the boys race, and then girls race to conclude. But before I do that, and before I recognize these individuals, I just want to say, last year we we lost a former athlete, a young man that was very special to all of us here at Westby, and in Lucas Knight. And Mr. Nelson and myself really looked at ourselves in the mirror and wondered what we could do to recognize Lucas and his great gifts. And so one of the things that we did last year is we bought the awards because of generous donations. And we didn't buy the awards, but generous donations that were made in his memory. And so part of this memory that we would like to continue is this Spirit of Cross Country Award that we're giving out today. And so those people that receive these awards, and all of you, one of the things that Lucas taught me more than anything else is just to love life. And he was a great individual, and I hope that we can honor his memory through continuing to do this. So, West Salem, senior. West Salem senior, Max Wolf. Coach said of Max Wolf, he's a 4-year letter winner who has taken his game to a new level this season. He has taken his personal times from 19 minutes range to 17-minute range in one season. His influence on practice day-to-day basis has pushed those around him to be better. We are a better team because of Max Wolf. From West Salem, Elsa Mitchell, senior. Elsa is a 4-year participant who has always seemed to be on the cusp of varsity. She has sacrificed varsity opportunities in order to support her teammates. She's reliable and committed. She's a great teammate. Viroqua, Miles Fry, sophomore. Miles is the kind of athlete who doesn't always get the recognition he deserves. Miles accepts any challenge that his coaches throw at him, and he continues to impress us at every meet. He works hard at every practice, helps out whenever he can, and has a great attitude. Viroqua, Abby Deal, senior. Abby is a 4-year cross-country runner who has made a tremendous impact on our program. She's dedicated to performing at her best in every endeavor, provides a great example for future runners. Westby, senior, Jet Sherry. Jet's a 4-year varsity cross-country runner who has made great strides in the past year, both in performance as well as leadership. Our team's rise in performance this year is in part a credit to his hard work and his leadership. Westby, senior, Reagan Davey. From her junior year to her senior year, Reagan has made the most incredible improvements in her performance. More than just using her improvements as a gauge of her progress, Reagan has also faced a few obstacles to training this season. She has remained faithful to completing each workout each and every day, which has helped fuel her overall improvement. Electric Trempealeau, Lance Jumbeck. Lance has really come into his own as a leader of this team. His positive attitude, easygoing personality, and optimism carries over and makes everyone better. Also from Gale Electric Trempealeau, a senior, Quinn Winthy. Quinn has been with us for 4 years and has grown so much in that time, both physically and mentally. I have been impressed with how she is handling her racing season, always moving forward. From Luther, Katrina Erdman. Whoops, I did that backward. All right. Always positive and encouraging, she is an athlete that is very easy to cheer for. From Luther, Sam Bodek. An incredible leader who rejoices when his teammates have a great race and never stops encouraging them to get better. Black River Falls, Ryder Brown. Three-year letter winner who has become a strong leader in his junior year. Yep. Black River Falls, Jordan Briggs. Jordan is a 4-year letter winner and has been our girls' leader for several years. She will be missed greatly. From Arcadia, Jose Monteroy. He's a senior. Great ambassador of the sport, eager to support his competitors as well as his teammates, and provides consistent leadership every day. Also from Arcadia, Tegan Melichek. Tegan always brings mature leadership and exemplifies sportsmanship, balance of a full schedule, among other responsibilities to academic, athletics, family, and community. So folks, if you want to come down and grab some photos, these are our Spirit of Cross Country Award winners.
Okay, we're going to get going with the all-conference awards and the conference championships. And as we do this, we're going to start with the boys, honorable mention, and then you'll come up, and then we'll go sit down. That's not funny. And then second team, same thing, and then first team, you'll come up, and then we'll do the team championships. Before we do this quick, I think we would all be sadly mistaken if we did not recognize the efforts of Mr. Hebner and Mr. Nelson on creating and manicuring and lining and mowing and putting in countless man hours on this course, which they do every year. So it's really one of the best courses in the area. So thank you guys for all you do. All right, we're starting with the boys. And I apologize in advance for mispronunciations. Honorable mention, 21st place, Tom Stenberg, West Salem. In 20th place, Drew Anderson, West Salem. Oh. In 19th place, Xander Burmeister, GET. In 18th place, Jet Sherry, Westby. In 17th place, Noah Radloff, Luther. In 16th place, Lance Jumbeck, GET. And in 15th place, Philip Gabrielson, West Salem. And here, these are your honorable mention all-conference boys runners, Coulee Conference 2021. Okay, time for second team all-conference boys runners, Coulee Conference 2021. And if you were not paying attention earlier, you did see both of the conference championship trophies fall and break. So unfortunately, to the conference winners, we will have to get you new trophies. That's just how it goes. But they will get replaced, I promise. All right, second team all-conference boys runners. In 14th place, Colin Handke from GET. In 13th place, Cooper Gelhaus from Viroqua. In 12th place, Cole Lockington from Arcadia. In 11th place, Max Wolf, West Salem. In 10th place, Ethan Burmeister, GET. In 9th place, Carter Gold, GET. And in 8th place, Blaine Wheeler, West Salem. These are your second team all-conference boys runners, Coulee Conference 2021. As they're getting first team all-conference ready, we have some good news. The trophies have been rehabilitated enough for pictures, probably, but I'm guessing they still need to be replaced. All right, first team all-conference runners, boys, Coulee Conference 2021. In 7th place, Sam Ryder, GET. In 6th place, Vincent Schwartz, West Salem. In 5th place, Eli Larrington, Westby. In 4th place, Taylor Thunstead, Westby. In 3rd place, Dawson Groanmuse, West Salem. In 2nd place, Jose Monroy, Arcadia. And in 1st place, a sophomore from West Salem with a time of 16:35, Brennan Garbers. These are your Coulee Conference first team all-conference boys runners. Guys, please step up on the podium if you can for some quick pictures. Time for the boys team and champions. 7th place, 214 points, Black River Falls. 6th place, 147 points, Luther. In 5th place, 143 points, Viroqua. In 4th place, 104 points, Arcadia. In 3rd place, 84 points, Westby. In 2nd place with 56 points, GET. And the boys Coulee Conference champions with 29 points, West Salem. Please come collect your trophy.
Good boys. All right, eyes here.
21st place, Hannah Sigler from GET. In 20th place, Reagan Davey from Westby. In 19th place, Aubrey Jothan, Westby. In 18th place, Kennedy Garbers, West Salem. th place, Rachel Deal, Viroqua. In 16th place, Avali Bratberg, GET. And in 15th place, Brenna Harris, GET. Excuse me, that was Brianne Harris. And I apologize again for the names. These are your honorable mention girls Coulee Conference 2021 runners. Now time for the second team all-conference girls runners, Coulee Conference 2021. In 14th place, Cassidy Feller, Arcadia. In 13th place, Tawna Jansen, GET. In 12th place, McKenna LaFleur, West Salem. In 11th place, Alina Donahue, West Salem. In 10th place, Quinn Wenthy, GET. In 9th place, Morgan Quackenbush, West Salem. And in 8th place, Delilah Boberg, GET. These are your Coulee Conference second team all-conference girls runners for 2021.
Morgan, can you just stay up there for a second? If everybody would offer me the most awesome dad moment ever. In 2004, I was at GET. I did not know that this morning, or the morning of 2004, when I went to the conference meet at GET, that I was about to become a dad. I left on the bus, and when I got home, I had a new daughter. And so, all of you that have seen me over the past 17 years, I wear this shirt because it's a celebration of that day for me. And today, Denali, if you could come up, she's our 7th individual overall. She's first team all-conference, but this young lady up here, we didn't know it at the time, but 2 days later, Morgan Quackenbush was born at Gunderson Lutheran as well. And so, if the two of them, if we could sing happy birthday, that would be great for me and these 2 young ladies. A 1, a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Okay. Now it is time for the first team all-conference girls runners for 2021 Coulee Conference. In 7th place, Denali Hebner, Westby. In 6th place, Tegan McCulloch from Arcadia. In 5th place, Lauren Wickus, Luther. In 4th place, Audra Johnson, Westby. In 3rd place, Adriana Rodering, GET. In 2nd place, Mia Olson, West Salem. And in 1st place, the girls Coulee Conference 2021. Junior, West Salem with the time of 2019, Macy Tauscher. First team all conference girls. Girls, please stand on the podium. All right, in last
but not least, girls team scores. Quickly, before this entire place blows away, in 5th place, 139 points for Viroqua. In 4th place, 108 points, Luther. In 3rd place, with 67 points, Westby. In 2nd place, with 44 points, GET. And in 1st place, Coulee Conference Champions 2021 for girls, 32 points, West Salem. Congratulations.
Coaches or individuals, number 1, t-shirts. There's a couple t-shirts still available. Concessions. West Salem.
Well, the Coulee Conference 2021 cross-country meet is now over, and standing with me, boy, a double winner today, Justin Stockstill, head coach for the West Salem Panthers. Justin, congratulations. What a great job by both boys and girls.
Yeah, it was a great job. I mean, can't say enough about our kids. They ran awesome today, both sides.
You had mentioned earlier, we had a chance to talk prior to the meet going on, and you said, well, I'd like to think we're number 1, and you went out and proved it.
Yeah, I mean, coming in, I think we were, on paper, we probably were favored, but, you know, anything can happen on any given day. So you never want to take it for granted. So.
A nice championship, not only team-wise, but also for boys. You had a sophomore picking up the conference title. That's pretty cool.
Yep, Brennan Garbers, he works extremely hard. He's someone you can really build a team around, and it was really exciting to see. We kind of built a little bit of a strategy around him, and it seemed to pay off.
When the girls were running, I was standing over on one side of the practice football field, and I come around, and there you were up here on the bottom. Getting that slope. What were you saying?
Just saying.
Well, they definitely did that. So let's talk a little bit about what's in store for next week. Where do you guys go?
Next week we are at Coulee for D2 sectional meet. So we are probably favored on the guys' side in that race. The girls' side is we're in the mix. We have a tougher road for the girls, but definitely in the mix. So we're hoping to get both teams.
And it's the top 2 teams get to qualify for state.
On the conference level, today was a repeat for the guys. That was very special. But it was their first title.
That's excellent, to have something like that. And it's always tough to keep repeating all the time too. So congratulations to those boys. But that's a special pat on the back for the girls.
The girls are very happy. No doubt.
Well, congratulations on that. And we do wish you the best of luck next week, Justin, as you guys travel to Coulee. That's quite a trip. You have to go early and kind of get warmed up, special special thought process there?
Well, we did it earlier this year, so we're prepared that way, so we know what to expect and where to stop and all that type of stuff. So we're going to be ready to go.
Spoken like a true coach right there. He's scoping things out. So, Justin, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, and congratulations today.
All right, thanks.
All right. So for the Coulee Conference, we're going to go and see if we can talk to Brian Hebner. And thanks again to Justin here. They come away with the conference championship, boys and girls. Back real soon. More here from Westby. You guys are doing a great job running this tournament, whether it's the Coulee, whether it's the sectionals, which you're going to talk about for next week. But how did you feel your two teams did today?
Real pleased. Just some really tough competition on both sides, boys and girls. I'm just really pleased with the kids. And I don't know official times yet, but just looking at a couple that I was able to see come through the line. 3 weeks ago when we had our meet to today, they're cutting the time off that we would expect right now, and they're running really well. And we're just, unfortunately for us, we're just a little bit of a smaller team than what we'd like, and you just have to have all your runners, all your top 5 runners running at their absolute peak performance, and that's really hard to do. And a couple kids, maybe didn't have their best day, and that was a little bit of a difference on the team side. But looking back, I don't know that we could have caught West Salem even on our greatest day. It was just too deep of a team.
And that's one of the things that I thought when I was watching the race and talking about as the runners were coming through. It did seem like they had such numbers, and they were all here. You've talked about those packs before. Your kids did a pretty good job of that, though, I thought.
Yeah, we've definitely tried to make an emphasis on that, and it is hard to do. Everybody has their own way of approaching a race, and you get out and you're a mile in, and you're not where your teammate is, and it becomes a mental game. But I'm just real thankful for the kids that I have, and I told this to them not too long ago before the awards. Just one of the best groups that I've ever worked with. Just really, really day in and day out work hard. And
place finishes here at the Lord course. The crowd really encouraging the kids as they come across. That's always such a blessing to see.
Yeah, I'm just so thankful and grateful to the school district and to the community, and just having this place, this space. It's really come together nicely, and having Dave Nelson as an assistant coach who just works tirelessly down here. And he was down here at 5:30 in the morning mowing. But yeah, and I think it brings out the crowds and the kids, and the support from the kids in school, and that makes it just really, really exciting. Cross country is a tough sport. You need those people supporting you, and we've had that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of support, we're going to ask him to do it again one more time next week with the sectionals, and it was not a planned sectional.
Well, neither of these were planned, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah, so, this week, West Salem was supposed to host, or this year, I should say. They were supposed to host the conference meet, and were unable to secure the location that they wanted to. So we were able to switch with this, and Dave and I have talked for a long time in terms of the setup. And of course, there's going to be setup any week, any meet you have, but at least when you go back to back like this, and some of the setup is already taken care of. It worked out in that regard, but Cashton was given this sectional, and just unfortunately with that large amount of rain and some activity in their facility, us to be able to host this week and come back and host next week. It's actually pretty good.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be here for that. Looking at all the teams that come around, because you have teams from Durand, Division 3. Just off the top, I'm sure you've looked at this.
Starting with this side, last year was Division 2 state champs, and now dropped down to Division 3. They're running really well. So our boys from Kickapoo are running really well right now, and our boys were able to go down to Kickapoo Lafarge and win that meet. So I think our boys factor in there as well, and just I think being able to run this week and maybe gain that confidence, that'll definitely help us out there. Girls side, it's going to be a tough sectional. A lot of good teams. You mentioned Durand. Their team has been girls' team has been very successful the last couple of years. Kickapoo Lafarge is one of the top ranked teams on the girls' side. And then you have Brookwood, who's a team that has beaten us fairly convincingly, the meets that we've run against them this year. So, we just got to try to again build confidence, just like the boys' team from this week, and see where it takes us.
Well, we look forward to next week, and it's going to be a great race. We'll get it on as soon as possible. We'll do a tape delayed for sure, and look forward to that terrific competition. I got to mention this too, Brian. I thought you did a great job. Your daughter Denali, you talked a little bit. You had the crowd sing "Happy Birthday."
Yes.
And you deserve to have one of those kids.
Yeah, no, but to have the opportunity to do that, and just a quirk, Morgan Quackenbush is the young lady from West Salem, and her dad and myself ran against one another in high school. And honestly, neither of us, I didn't even know they were in the area. And when Denali was born in 2004, we looked in the newspaper, and lo and behold, just 2 days later, Morgan was born. And obviously, they didn't grow up together, being at two different schools, but now in high school competing against one another, and they've become pretty good friends. And it's one of those cool things about being in a conference, being with these schools, and people that you meet, and those relationships that continue to grow.
Some pretty neat things that one can cherish, especially when it comes to conferences, comes to athletics, it can be band, it can be whatever. But in this case, it was cross country that kind of brought you guys together on that one.
Yep, yeah, you're right. And hopefully at the end, we can look back and wonderful connections and stories. That's what makes it.
Brian, thanks so much for terrific job. We look forward to maybe chatting with you next week here for the 2021 Cross Country Sectionals.
Thanks, Ken.
All right, we'll be back with next week. And again, thanks to Brian. Congratulations to his team. A third place finish for both boys and girls. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you real soon. Right back out here on the course.